All right, y'all. Today we are going to cover, and I'm loud. You know, there's something that I had to admit to myself. I was so concerned about, let me just bring just the Star Wars, George Lucas, stellar quality audio. Man, we doing a walkthrough. And sometimes that raw microphone sound, sometimes people like that. It sounds much better than what I had. So we on Rice Street again this time, but we gonna take Rice Street. We're gonna take Rice Street. Yeah, that was Stack Doe sending me, and I sent him something. I was like, yeah, what if somebody gave you a barb? What if somebody gave you that haircut that Umar had, where he was looking very serious? Well, we gonna keep trolling that. Yeah, TGIF, bro. We gonna make a special Stack Doe story today, but it won't be on this video. We gonna go into Little Canada. Now, this is County Road B2 that I'm on. The reason why I cover Little Canada is because I had a little bit of history. I don't know where that goes. Okay, that's the County Road. You could take County Road B2, and that'll bring you all the way to that'll eventually bring you down to Matamidi and everything. Off to the right, you have the trailer parks. You got Mama T's Castle right here. Now that right there, that look like that's Hog's Breath. I remember I went there one time. There go Flame Burger. And then they got these new apartments right here. Hog's Breath. I like the elevation Little Canada sits on. It's kind of high elevation, if you will. Hog's Breath was like Gabby's. Little hood club. You might catch your occasional little ratchet little mixed chick. The St. Paul folks, that's where they went typically. I didn't really mess with it like that, but I went there once. I took my wife on her birthday one time. But before that, I never really rocked with it. But Hog's Breath was like the number 2 Gabby's. That was like the new Gabby's, you know what I'm saying? Like if you just want to kind of kick it and, you're going to find your little LeChat looking chick. Some of them chicks up in there look like LeChat. She, hypnotized mind looking ass. Like, some of them be looking like LeChat. And no disrespect to LeChat, but right here is Little Canada Road. Off to the right. You got Culver's. And man, let me tell y'all something. I was delivering some packages off of, up in I went down to Little Canada Road at one point in time. There was this, when I was down bad, man, last year, man, I was delivering some packages, man, on the side. There go Masterson. That's an old school recruiting spot. Yeah, I got time to burn, so I'm going to take y'all through Little Canada a little bit. So, it was called Better Trucks. And I think I did a small review on there. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I started to kind of feel like Better Trucks, that was a cool little part-time for the time being. You're going to use a little bit of gas. So, it is what it is. Now, what I want to do, I want to show y'all that around about where this nonprofit was at. Remember when I was ranting and raving on that remember that the location? I want to show y'all the location of that. I want to show y'all the location. I'm telling y'all got to get one of these mics, man. I got to see if this dude's still selling them because they were like, I think this thing was $10. It's well worth more than what I paid. Like overly worth it. And I like how it hooks into my phone. I like the lightning stuff, the legacy. Okay, so $6.94. I got to find this place, man. See, I don't want to be on 694. I want to take the roundabout, but I don't remember. Damn, where is this place at? You got to be, see, this is the county drive. You got to be careful with these roundabouts right over here. This is like one of the worst roundabouts. And I think it keeps on. I don't want county drive, but is it going to force me to go to 694 east or west? I don't know, bro. Kind of weird. See, I'm trying to get to this damn lake. See, now it's bringing me to 694 East, but then you could pass by over here by the Taco Bell, Great Lakes Place. I'm just going to keep on going through Little Canada, but I want to find where the river is. Never, not the river, but you know, Vadnais Boulevard. Is it down here? I don't think it is. Let me keep on going. I think I'm getting close. Let's just check it out. We got some time. I'm giving y'all a tour a little bit on Minnesota on all the roads. One of these days, once I really get my camera game together and figure out, because I could probably I might be able to just upgrade, but then I'm going to need someone to chop this up. Now, this is a lake. I don't know what lake this is. And I think on both sides there's water. I don't know. But I mean, the lake is real low. I wish y'all could see it. I mean, the lake is real low. Like, you could literally just go hop in. Sucker Lake, Snail Lake Regional Park. Okay, that's off to your left. Now, I remember one time I took 35 North and I kept taking it. And when I did, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is AFSCA High School. I never even knew this existed over here. Man, Minnesota big as hell, y'all. Minnesota is huge. But I believe we're still in Little Canada. We are still in Little Canada. We were watching something last night. I watched a little bit of it after I was doing the workplace breakdown. And so that's Twin Lake Boulevard. Oh yeah. They got a couple, oh yeah. Yeah, they got a couple bucks over here. I'd stay over here. I definitely would. I sure would. I sure would. Could have adjusted that camera for y'all. Y'all like, damn, man, this dude still got the little thing where you can see it. Yeah, these are some. Oh, hell. Yeah, waterfront properties. Playground outside. Yeah, these big ass houses out here. Vadnais Lake Preserve, and then that look like it. That's a blocked off neighborhood. Like, as you can see, there's no alleys, and we're not in Minnetonka, y'all. That's what I was trying to tell y'all one time, that, you know, Little Canada, they got some of them houses. This is back. I mean, there's no. Okay, this is Vadnais Snail Lakes Regional Park. So I'm by Snail Lake. I think when I edit this, I might edit this on my laptop. I might upload this. I ain't gonna upload this on you know. All right, we're on Edgerton. Remember the legendary Edgerton Street. I could keep going around the lake, but this reminds me of Matamidi a little bit. Big Wood Cafe or wherever this is. Oh, that look like an old school auto. They look like they shut that down. This look like some of the stuff we were looking at in West Virginia the other night. Now the houses are starting to look a little cheaper. Got my man out here doing his thing. Excel Energy getting that money. Yes, sir. Early in the morning getting that bag. Yeah, these houses are starting to look, but they got a decent sized, you know, piece of property. I mean, they're older houses. You know, I ain't got nothing bad to say. I mean, they're nice houses. I mean, but it's a lot of land they get. Everybody's sitting on damn near half an acre. Everybody's sitting on a nice piece of land. Oh, that's a nice house. Yeah. County Road E, Kohler Road. I don't know where this brings you. Labor Road. Oh, okay. Let me see. Damn, I should have busted it right. Damn. Labor Road. I'm going to tell y'all about Labor Road. Labor Road, Centerville Road. Oh, okay. I'm probably starting to get over there where I was at. Vadnais Heights. Oh, I'm in Vadnais Heights now. That's why. See, I didn't want to go this far, y'all. But let's just go through Vadnais Heights, since I spent a lot of time out here in working at that first company. Remember that I was telling y'all about that first company. So this is Vadnais Heights. Kind of a little flatter, not as hilly. Little Canada's a little more hilly. I didn't want to go this far, but I guess it don't really matter. I wanted to go by that lake. Lettuce, bacon, and tomato. Lettuce, bacon, and tomato. And they got their flag out there. They representing hard in the paint. Now, as you can see, now I didn't know this about Vadnais Heights. A lot of these folks sitting on a couple pieces of land right there. That's a cul-de-sac right there. That's real nice. Now, I didn't really spend much time out this way. Goose Lake. Now, this looks like it could be a lake over here. I don't know. That looks like that's water. Man, I really want to find that place, that nonprofit. I want to find that nonprofit, y'all. So this will be a Vadnais Heights / Little Canada ordeal. So if I got to hop back on the freeway to jump back around, I will. I sure will. Centerville Road. Now, I was on Centerville Road at one other time in another video. Remember? I think I was in Centerville Road. County Road F, where's that E, or I don't know where. They got some apartments over here. There we go. And that made it look worse. Shit. It looks a little better now. But see, now y'all can't hear the y'all can't hear all that wind and that noise, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got to hear that. You just hear my bellowing voice. All right, where we at right now? Let's see here. Man, I ain't want to come way out here like that, man. I mean, you know, Burks Lake Road, Boulevard. You know, somebody might have a couple of dollars when you hear Boulevard. Anytime you hear Boulevard, well, that might not be true. There's some boulevards that's kind of rough in America. There's a couple boulevards where you just don't really want to be, man. Mavo Systems, I think I heard of them before. Kohu. I'm naming all the companies and stuff. You know, and see, the thing about Minnesota, there's a lot of companies that they don't advertise on the internet. Some of these places are old school where you got to holler at them. They got a Culver's right here. Culver's got some good burgers. I keep telling my homie, you know, he keeps messing with this BS McDonald's crap. And I'm like, man, come over to the dark side, bro. Goodwill. They probably got some decent clothes out here at this Goodwill. All right, so White Bear Lake. Okay. Not sure how I ended up over here. But this is Highway 96. So Centerville Road must go a little far. I'm going way off course, man. I'm supposed to be in Little Canada, man. Because I want to show y'all that lake. I'm going to put the video on pause, man. So I can show y'all that lake, man, where I can find it. I figure I might as well just keep on recording. If I lose storage or whatever, and, you know. I've really started to get this love for film. I don't know, something, the spirit telling me to just go ahead and do and rock out with film and whatnot. I just seen something that says North Oaks. No trespassing. I don't think we're in North Oaks yet. Not yet. I will say, you know, White Bear Lake. Now, North Oaks, you got to have some real paper out there, because I was thinking about a property, and they wanted, like, I think a ticket. I said, well, I ain't got a ticket right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't got a ticket. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, now they look like they building something up here. I don't know what they're building. I don't know what they're building. Should I go up there and see what they're building? They probably be like, nigga, you need to mind your damn business and drive your car. Businesses are open, it says, during construction. Yeah, I don't know what they building, man. Hill Farm. Something called Hill Farm. I mean, I could walk up there. You know, like I say, they working and stuff. I don't want to bother people. But, you know, when I see something being built, I'm going to tell you what I think, y'all. And this might be a little overkill for some of y'all. When I see something that's being built, I see commerce. Now, this is Spring Farm Road. It's a detour. Local traffic only. Man, there's some real nice damn houses over here. Like, it's kind of like rural. It makes you get that rural feel. And I kind of like that. And I'm, you know, as I get older, let me tell y'all something. When I used to be on those support lines and I start working at companies, I'll say in my later 30s when I start having different conversations. See, black folk, we typically, for the most part in Minnesota, people don't want to admit it, but we grow up around a bunch of white liberals. And it's the same bird, but what I'm trying to say, man, that's a nice piece of land. Man, that's a big piece. What I'm trying to say is this, man. Shit. Damn. I might be in North Oaks. I think I am. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let me get up out of here before I get pulled over. I might be in North Oaks. Hey, nigga, you ain't worth $500,000. What you doing around here? Somebody calling me? I don't know who this is. Oh, they can leave a message. I don't know who this is. Yeah, they disturbing my peace, man. Somebody call, y'all. No, I just seen something that looked like, you know, something like you got to have an NFL contractor. I mean, the land was so big and beautiful. And it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like the Basketball Wives house or whatever. Well, no, let me take that back. I mean, that shit was, you know, Waverly Gardens. Road closed. Let me see here. I don't really know where the hell I'm at. What's Waverly Gardens? I think I need to Waverly my behind around and turn around and go somewhere else. Waverly Gardens. Now this a nice drive, y'all. And I think what I might start doing is taking my son, you know, like on these little drives, so he can kind of see, good lush, well, not lush, what do they call it? Pasture, something. What's the damn word? Lushful? Is it lust? Not lust, like, but lustful pastures, or you know. But as I was saying, we grew up around a lot of white liberals. We always used to think, oh, yeah, you know, George Floyd, or you know, affirmative action, and you know, the lowly Negroes, and you know, we grew up around a lot of people like that. What? You gotta move it, man. Hold on, dude. Gotta move the interview. All right, y'all. Probably shouldn't be doing this, but no, man. I got a phone call with an update from the recruiter, and I'm out here in Waverly, wherever the hell I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm turning around. I'm about to turn around. They shut it down completely. Damn, that house is beautiful. Oh my gosh. And they got a whole bunch of, they selling that house right there. they got, man, that grass is just beautiful. And I like how the trees kind of surround it or whatever. I don't know where I'm at, y'all. I'm off Pondview Trail. I should have pulled up in there and turned around. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I want y'all to understand too. I want y'all to really understand this. We grew up around a lot of so-called white liberal Democrats, and where we thought that they were, and it's the same bird, but we have an idea that just because they might be laughing, and just because you might have Susie giving you a little bit of, a little psycho sex, oh, it's all good. No. He's calling again. And they called back again. Damn. Okay. Well, basically, man, it was an update. They want to move it up. So they want to move my interview up to 9, what they call it, 9 to 9. Damn, it's almost 9 o'clock right now. They want to move my interview up to a half hour earlier. So what I'm going to have to do is holler at Blue and be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and knock me out real quick. That way I can get to Minneapolis and take the interview, because I got my laptop with me, and I want to record some of this for y'all and then edit out whatever I need to edit out, and do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I might, if all else fails, I might ask if I got to take it in the barber shop. If I ain't got that much time, I'll do that too, because then I can just go. But I'll probably just go over south and do it. But I need to have it in a place that's a little quiet, and I don't want to interfere with anybody's, happiness with them getting a cut or whatever the case may be. So now what I need to do is I need to figure out, well, I think I need to just go the route that I've been going. I need to get back on 694. So this is Highway 96 past White Bear. I'll do White Bear one day. I was totally discombobulated by all those phone calls. This is one of the calls where the guy asked me about the Linux stuff that I was telling y'all about. And I wanted to give myself some extra time because I had an appointment. You see how God will line things up for you? I didn't ask for this. This is what I did, but what I'm saying is I didn't look for it. And it just fell on my lap, and then I set up my barbershop time. I set up to get a haircut on Friday, and they asked, hey, can you sit down and can you interview on Friday? Now, I'm not going to give you guys the grass greener story, but what I am saying is if you're just out of the blue, now think about how this situation worked for me. I'm sitting up here doing the best of my ability, doing my job at a T. Folks is messing with my PTO. They starting to do little funny stuff. And remember what I told you, the 6-month hazing period. The first couple months, actually the first month, it was a little bit of that going on with that one incident where I tried to offer the guy a helping hand and he snapped out on me like a weasel because he got problems at home. I'm just not going to cut my tongue. I'm just not flat out. I'm just not going to cut my tongue on that. So Centerville Road, County Road F, y'all take your kids on a drive, man. It's a beautiful drive till you get Taylor Falls, So what I do, I need to pull over somewhere so I can send bro my coordinates. Cause I'm not gonna have a lot of time to really get this going. I got a half hour to get where I'm going. But like I said, if it's gonna interfere, if whatever. Anyway, I ain't even gonna put that in there. So now, these things all lined up for me and they dropped right in my lap. Damn. They dropped right in my lap the way they were supposed to. And everything kind of lined up. When things line up like that, man, you supposed to just go ahead and just run with it. You supposed to just go ahead and run with it. So y'all get to see another side of Centerville Road, which I believe Centerville Road goes through Vadnais Heights, it goes through White Bear. And see, well, I'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, so slow down, school zone. School zone. They said when kids are present or whatever, you know. Yeah, we back at Vadnais again. Vadnais Heights Elementary. If my kids had to be in Vadnais, I'm just gonna keep on going because I'm not exactly sure which is which. So I'm just gonna keep on going, man, and try to just bring me where I need to be. I'll pause.